YouTube strategy for consultants. Your YouTube channel is not a library, it is a system. You've built a library, not a machine. You're an expert consultant, you know your stuff, you've gotten incredible results for your clients. You started a YouTube channel to share your expertise. You've been posting helpful videos, giving away free advice, and you're getting views, but there's one big problem. None of those views are turning into revenue. Your subscriber account might be going up, but your bank account is not. You're putting in the work, but it feels like you've just built a free library for your competitors and aspiring beginners, not a client acquisition machine. The problem is not your advice, the problem is your model. You're treating YouTube like a content library when you should be treating it like a system. In this video, I'm going to give you the 3-part strategic framework specifically for consultants that turns your channel from a collection of random tips into a predictable revenue engine.
If you're a coach or consultant who's too busy serving clients to create consistent content, and you want to see how we build your YouTube authority machine completely done for you, I made a video breaking down the entire system. Check out the link in the description below this video.
We have content strategy and we have business strategy. So what's the difference? Content strategy is focused on creating good videos, right? You do keyword research, you find a topic, you make a helpful video, you post it, and you hope for the best, right? It is a series of disconnected tactics. A business strategy is focused on acquiring good clients. It starts with the end in mind, a signed, high-ticket client, and then reverse engineers the entire YouTube experience to make that outcome inevitable. With a content strategy, you do keyword research first. You make a helpful video, you post and hope for the best. You have little to no revenue because there's a giant leak at the bottom, right? With a business strategy, we start with an ideal client. Every video has a specific job. A clean, direct path from viewer to client. There are no random acts of content. You're an expert at strategy for your clients, but you're not applying that same strategic rigor to your own marketing. You're just making content, and that's why you're getting views from other consultants who are learning from you or beginners who can never afford you, right? Instead of from C-suite executives and decision makers who actually want to work with you. So how do we fix this? You need to replace your random content with the 3C framework, right? Client-centric content, a conversational funnel, and conversion-focused metrics, right? We're not interested in vanity metrics. This will transform your channel from a collection of random tips into a predictable revenue engine. So let's talk about each of these pillars one by one. What do we mean by client-centric content? We want to stop making content about keywords and start making content about clients. Most people start with, what are people searching for, right? The consultant with a business strategy starts with, what is the specific high-value problem that my ideal client is trying to solve that I'm uniquely qualified to fix, okay? We don't want to do things like business strategy tips, right? This is what beginners search for. We're looking for something like how to structure a sales team for a Series B SaaS company, right? That is what your ideal client searches for. The language is different, the specificity is different, and the intent is different. Your content needs to act as a Repel filter. It should be so specific to the problems of your ideal client that anyone who is not your ideal client is immediately bored and clicks away. This is a feature, not a bug. You're not trying to get the most views, you're trying to get the right views. Pillar number 2, we want to build a conversational funnel. You need to stop thinking about your videos as individual pieces of content and start thinking of them as conversation. Your channel is not a library where people can check out random books. It is a guided tour that takes a prospect from stranger to client. To do that, we have a 3-stage funnel, right? Top of the funnel is about the problem. These are searchable, client-centric videos. They solve one specific problem and get their attention. Then we have middle of the funnel, right? This is the path. We reveal our methodology, your unique framework for solving the bigger problem. This is where you build trust and establish authority, right? Then we have bottom of the funnel. This is proof, like case studies, client testimonials, and your signature, here is how we do it video, right? Every video has a job, and that job is to move the right person to the next step in the conversation. A top of funnel video should always lead to a middle of the funnel video. A middle of the funnel video should always lead to a bottom of the funnel video. You're not just giving them information, you're guiding them on a journey. Pillar number 3 is conversion-focused metrics, right? Not vanity metrics. You have to measure what matters. A content strategy measures views, watch time, and subscribers. A business strategy measures one thing, revenue. Vanity metrics, we all know what they are, right? Views, watch time, subscribers, likes, and comments. What we want to track is discovery calls booked, revenue per video, link clicks to book a call. How did you find me, right? YouTube source. What is the video that they watched to click through and find you? You need to know which videos are actually generating discovery calls and which are just generating noise. This means setting up a business metrics dashboard. You need to track how many people click the link in your description to book a call. You need to ask every new client, how did you find me? And if they say YouTube, you need to know which video was the one that made them decide to reach out, right? When you know which videos are actually driving revenue, you can stop wasting time on the ones that are not. You double down on what works. You stop guessing and you start building a predictable system, right? That's the difference between a YouTuber and a consultant who uses YouTube. So what's the next thing you should do, right? Pick one video on your channel, just one, and ask 3 questions. Question number 1 is about the client. Who is the one specific person that this video is for? Second question, what is the next logical video I want them to watch after this one? And 3, what is the one action I want them to take and how am I measuring it? If you cannot answer all 3 of those questions clearly, that video does not have a business strategy, it is a hobby, okay? If you want the full detailed blueprint for how we implement this strategy, you need to watch our full breakdown, how we turn YouTube into a client acquisition machine in 90 days. It is the video that shows you the full system that will finally turn your views into revenue. The link for that video is in the description. Go and have a look at it.